I would like to talk about how to be accepted in scientific paper submission, how to be accepted by men. I'm not saying that all academic reviewers, scientific conference paper reviewers are all men, but I think those women who are scientific women, academic women, maybe in a larger extent would be assimilated to be a man and to be and carry the man's characteristics. So I just generally say to how to be accepted by men, how make your papers to be accepted by the men reviewers. I think there are 2 points to be accepted by men. First is to make written in a threshold that they would take some effort to surpass. Second is that your width in your paper shouldn't seem to be so effortless or unfounded. Then instead it should make it within this idiot's brain power. So just 2 things. You should make your paper some threshold that makes this man take some effort to surpass it. And second, you shouldn't be too genius. You should make your work things like take some effort to make it. Then these reviewers, the men reviewers, would make second feels that your paper has some levels, some threshold, and they have overcome it. They feel very good about themselves. And second, you made some discoveries, very, very interesting. And this man, after reading it, and feel that they can do it as well, and they understand it quite well. It's just that you did it. They are nothing less. Then they would accept that. Otherwise, if you make something, if you are a truly genius, that you make some discoveries so genius, and that makes the man feels like they are nothing in front of you, and then they would reject you. They would say that you shouldn't, you are unfounded, and I just reject you. That is what they did. They would have all kinds of excuses. That is what I found after my paper was rejected by a top conference paper, and I have read some other papers who are accepted. Then I find that is the difference. Makes the difference. I have read so many. And just like some people just said that how to, not only for scientific paper, but also for everyday living, just how to get along with men, how to be valued by men. It's also like this. You should make some threshold, make some threshold, and very hard to get understood, and then men feels challenges, and then when they challenge it, when they it is a very, very low bar challenge, but then the man just get past it, and they would feel very good about themselves. And then when you get something higher, something very, very, very good, and then they would understand it. Oh, that is so easy. Not so easy, just because they made the effort, and then the skill is still within their understanding. You shouldn't be genius. If you are a really genius, no way. Then you would make the man very feel self-inferiority. And that is what I want to say. How to be accepted by men. First is to create some hardship for them to get it, and then second is to still, but although some hardship to get it, but still it is in their control. just like a scientific paper writing, the genius, really genius findings that those academic, that if you are really genius findings, that those academic men won't feel good, so good about themselves. They would like that, oh, as a reviewer, I am free. I pay the work. I sacrifice my time to do it free, but I just only clap for you. And then that wouldn't they don't have that kindness to do that. They would just reject you if you don't do something good for them. They can't catch it. They can't catch your genius ideas, although you showed your very good performance, but they just don't catch you. They will reject you. And also, if you are genius findings, you think so effortless, and this man would don't recognize. So things so things so effortless to get these findings, and this man would feel they won't recognize your value, because they in man's heart they would also think that they are the genius, and that other people must have traveled a long way to get something, and he just see it in one sight, in one glimpse, and other people travel a long way, and then, oh, okay, oh, you have traveled, you have done so much work to get this. I just know it, just reading for 1 minute, and then I recognize you. I accept your paper. Also, yeah. Oh, and the third way is to be accepted by accepted paper is you need to have very obvious power to that even idiots can't deny it, such as your performance just ranked the top, and your time consumed for your model is so much smaller than other models, just like the Mamba just overpassed the transformer. It's a linear time. So although it's first rejected, but other people, now other people would realize their values. I think this Mamba paper is also like this. Looks like they use very simple, very basic, very simple theories, and they made very genius discoveries, and this make this idiot academic reviewers just can't accept it, just against the two rules that I have found. Just you have to make it some threshold for them to understand, but you just make so simple theories, just every undergraduate student understand the solid state model. So no threshold, and then you are genius, but you are really genius, and those men can't catch it, so they will reject you. And yeah, so if you are so now comes my advice, that if you are a really genius and you are in academic now, then you shouldn't be so sincere when you are writing a paper. You shouldn't say what you really in your mind. You should like tutoring someone idiot. You should know this academic man at academic idiot's level, and then you should talk to them just like I teach my tutee, who is a teenager tutee. You should you can't talk them equal. You should know their level, and just you are here and their level is here, and you should just lower your level to talk like this to them. That would make them understand and make them accept you. Otherwise, and makes them feel very good to accept you. Otherwise, you will have no way. Your paper will never be published. They would always finding fault with you. So, just the two advices for the genius in academic. First, you shouldn't be sincere, and second, you shouldn't be equal to them. So, just you must lecturing them, and And last, I would like to say, not everything is negative about negative. Men can be very selflessly helpful. They review your paper for free, and somehow they might be very so moved by their selflessness themselves, even moved to tears, and they feel they are heroes in their own images. Yeah, heroes. And actually they do helpful if you are incompetent. But if you are a competent person, you are a competent woman, where man is useless. They can't follow your ideas. For a competent woman, men are useless because they can't follow your ideas. And not only that, they can't follow you because men, and they also will reject you and block your way forward because they don't have the woman's sympathy ability. So just think that a man is a very different species. Yeah, that is what I want to say, how to be accepted by men and how to be accepted in scientific paper publication.